If you've ever thought that building wealth is impossible because you're living paycheck to paycheck, this video is for you. We believe that everyone deserves financial stability and the freedom to live life on their own terms. And the best part? You don't need to earn a six-figure salary to achieve this. In this video, we'll share practical, easy-to-follow steps that you can start implementing today. By the end, you'll not only understand the hows, but also the whys behind each step. Remember, this is your chance to rewrite your financial story. Building wealth on a tight budget is not only a possibility, but a reality for those who are willing to take action. Now, let's kickstart this transformative journey. Lesson number 1. How to get started with little to no savings. Getting started building wealth can feel daunting when you have little savings, but it is possible. Let's discuss. First off, let's ask ourselves, why is it important to save money? Well, having savings can provide a safety net in case of emergencies, help you achieve your financial goals, and give you peace of mind. Now you might be thinking, how do I even start when my piggy bank feels like a lightweight champion? The answer is simple. Here's the secret sauce. It's all about the baby steps. Think of it like climbing a mountain. You don't start at the summit. You take one step, then another. Even saving a little bit each month can add up over time. For example, if you save just $5 a week, that's $260 a year. Also, set specific financial goals like saving $1,000 in a year. This provides direction and keeps you motivated. But what if your income is barely making ends meet? Well, my friend, this is where budgeting becomes your superpower. Creating a budget can help you understand where your money is going and identify areas where you can cut back. By planning your expenses, you will be able to find areas where you could save. I know your next question, but I can barely cover my bills. How can I save? This is where the magic of trimming expenses comes in to free up money to invest. It's not about deprivation. It's about prioritizing. Reducing eating out is a fantastic way to save money. By cooking at home and meal prepping, you'll not only save on dining expenses, but also eat healthier. Can you estimate how much you might save each month by making this change? Let's say you think you could save around $200 per month by cooking at home. Imagine putting that $200 into your emergency fund each month and see it grows. Do you have a plan when you go shopping, or do you tend to buy things on a whim? One of the most useful strategies for saving on groceries is to create a weekly meal plan and stick to a shopping list. This way, you'll only buy the necessary ingredients. Plus, consider buying in bulk for non-perishable items. It can save you quite a bit in the long run. Little changes add up. Also, you can try investing apps that use spare change to invest your leftover pennies automatically. Tiny amounts compound into bigger savings sooner than you think. What else you can do? Well, you can take advantage of company retirement plans like 401k, especially any match. That's free extra money. Contribute something, even just 3% to start. You can also invest windfalls like tax refunds instead of spending them. Even $500 invested in an IRA each year will compound nicely over time. The key is to start small but be consistent. Stick with it, and you'll be amazed at the progress you make. Another way to consider finding ways to increase your income. This could be asking for a raise at work, starting a side hustle, or selling items you no longer need. Starting to save money when you have little to no savings might seem difficult, but it's definitely possible. The key is to start small and stay consistent. Now, I have a question for you. What's one step you're going to take to start saving money? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, financial success is possible even when starting with little to no savings. It all starts with taking that first step and being intentional with your money. Lesson number 2. Effective strategies for debt management. I understand that debt can be overwhelming, but don't worry, I've got you covered. First, let's understand why managing debt is important. Debt management involves implementing strategies to effectively handle and reduce your debt. It's all about making smart financial decisions to regain control over your finances. So, what's the first step? Understanding your debt. Ask yourself, what types of debt do I have and what are their interest rates? For example, you have a student loan with a 6% interest rate and a credit card debt from your impulsive spending habits with an 18% interest rate. The next step is prioritizing your debts. It's crucial to prioritize paying off the credit card with the highest interest rate first, also known as the avalanche method, while making minimum payments on the others. This approach saves you money in the long run by reducing the interest you'll accrue. It's also important to address the impulsive spending habits that led to your credit card debt. Creating a list of needs versus wants can help distinguish essential purchases from those you can do without. Another effective strategy is consolidating your debts. This involves combining all your debts into one loan with a lower interest rate. Finally, consider creating a budget and sticking to it. This can help ensure you have enough money to make your debt payments each month. By tracking your expenses and income, you can identify areas where you can cut back, save more, and ultimately allocate more funds towards paying off your debt. Now, I have a question for you. Which of these debt management strategies do you think would work best for you? Let us know in the comments below. Debt management isn't just about numbers. It's a journey to financial freedom. Lesson number 3, how to grow savings on a tight budget. This is a crucial lesson, as growing your savings is key to building wealth. It's a topic that many of us can relate to, and I've got some thoughts and tips that might be helpful for you. So let me start by asking you this. Have you ever found yourself thinking about ways to save money, but it feels like your budget is as tight as your favorite pair of jeans after Thanksgiving dinner? I get it. It's a common struggle, and we've all been there. After paying all bills, usually left with very little, if any money, you want to save, but it seems like every penny is accounted for. Ever been in a situation like that? What did you do? One idea that might help is setting clear financial goals. It could be something specific like saving up for a vacation, building an emergency fund, or even investing in yourself through education or skills development. What are your short-term and long-term financial goals, and how do you plan on achieving them? Please share in the comments. Another effective strategy is automating your savings. This involves setting up automatic transfers to your savings account every payday. Out of sight, out of mind, it's a simple yet effective way to grow your savings consistently. Finally, consider finding ways to increase your income. Sarah, for example, started a small online business selling handmade crafts and was able to significantly increase her savings. Growing your savings on a tight budget might seem difficult, but with these strategies, it's definitely achievable. Remember, the key is to start small and stay consistent. Lesson number 4, how to invest with a limited budget. Have you ever thought about investing, but the idea of it felt like trying to climb a financial Everest with limited resources? It's a common concern, and I totally get it. Let's understand why investing is important. Investing allows you to grow your wealth over time and can provide a source of income in the future. Picture this. You've got a little extra cash, and you're contemplating the best way to make it grow. Now, traditional investments like stocks or real estate might seem out of reach, but have you considered micro-investing apps? They allow you to start with small amounts, investing spare change from your daily purchases. So, what's the first step? Understanding your investment options. Ask yourself, what are the different types of investments available? For example, you could start by investing in low-cost index funds, which are a type of mutual fund that aims to track the performance of a specific market index. The next step is starting small. You don't need a lot of money to start investing. Many online platforms allow you to invest with as little as $5 each month and will be able to gradually increase your investments over time. Finally, consider diversifying your investments. This means spreading your investments across different types of assets to reduce risk. For example, you can invest in a mix of stocks, bonds, and real estate to diversify your portfolio. Now let's switch gears a bit. Have you ever thought about investing in yourself first? It could be enhancing your skills or acquiring new ones that could potentially lead to better job opportunities or a side hustle. What steps can you take this month to work towards that goal? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's inspire each other to kickstart our investment journeys. Lesson number 5, how to make smart purchase decisions. We've all been there, standing in the store or browsing online, wondering if we're making the right choice. Let's chat about how to navigate those decisions together. So, when it comes to making a purchase, do you often find yourself caught in the dilemma of wanting something versus needing it? It's a common struggle, and the line between desire and necessity can sometimes blur. First, let's understand why making smart purchase decisions is important. It allows you to get the best value for your money and can help you avoid unnecessary expenses. So, what's the first step? Researching before buying, ask yourself, what are the features I need? And what are the alternatives available? For example, Kate was about to buy a new laptop, but after some research, she found a slightly older model that had all the features she needed and was significantly cheaper. The next step is comparing prices. Do you often compare prices and read reviews before making a purchase? It's like having a crystal ball to foresee any potential buyer's remorse. Check different stores or online platforms to ensure you're getting the best deal. Now let's talk about impulse buying. We've all been victims of the allure of a flashy sale or a limited time offer. This involves taking some time to think about whether you really need the item. This helped Mike, who used to make a lot of impulse purchases. He started a rule to wait for 24 hours before buying anything over $100, and he found that he often changed his mind about the purchase. Now let's consider the value of purchases. Do you often weigh the cost per use of an item? For example, a slightly pricier pair of shoes that lasts for years might be a better investment than a cheaper pair that wears out quickly. Making smart purchase decisions might seem difficult, but with these strategies, it's definitely achievable. Remember, the key is to be mindful and patient. Lesson number 6. How to develop a frugal yet fulfilling lifestyle. Building wealth doesn't mean sacrificing your happiness. Developing a frugal yet fulfilling lifestyle is all about making conscious choices and prioritizing what truly matters to you. It's all about finding that sweet spot between saving money and enjoying the journey. Let's dive deeper into it, shall we? So, where should you start in order to live frugally but still find happiness? Well, the first step is to assess your priorities and values. Take a moment to reflect on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment in life. For example, ask yourself if you find happiness in acquiring material possessions or if you derive it from experiences, relationships, personal growth, or contributing to a cause you're passionate about. Once you have a clear understanding of your values, it becomes easier to align your lifestyle choices with them. But how can you actually cut back on expenses without feeling like you are missing out? One effective strategy is learning to differentiate between necessities and mere desires. It's important to cover your basic needs like food, shelter, and healthcare, but beyond that, be mindful of your spending habits. Start by creating a budget, tracking your expenses, and identifying areas where you can reduce or eliminate unnecessary costs. For example, instead of buying a morning coffee every day, consider brewing your own at home and treat yourself occasionally as a special reward. By making small adjustments, you can still enjoy the things you love without overspending. Sometimes, you feel social pressure to spend more or keep up with others. Well, this is completely understandable. It can be tough not to be influenced by others, but remember that everyone's journey and financial situation are unique. To overcome social pressure, try focusing on your own goals and values. Remind yourself of what truly brings you fulfillment, and find frugal alternatives to engage in activities that align with that. For example, rather than going out for an expensive dinner with friends, consider inviting them for a fun and budget-friendly potluck at your place. Embrace creative solutions that allow you to maintain strong relationships and still stay within your means. For instance, you like to travel and adventure, but instead of taking luxury vacations at high-end resorts, try to choose to explore off-the-beaten-path destinations, camp in nature, or go on road trips. Not only does this save you money, but it also allows you to truly immerse yourself in new cultures and have unique experiences. You can discover that the most meaningful moments aren't always tied to extravagant expenditures, but rather to the connections you can make and the memories you create along the way. By adopting a frugal lifestyle, you can focus your resources on what truly brings you fulfillment. It may require some adjustments and letting go of certain habits, but in the end, you'll have more financial freedom and the ability to embrace what truly matters to you. Which of these frugal living strategies do you think would work best for you? Let us know in the comments below. Remember, it's all about finding the balance that works for you. Take the time to reflect on your values, set goals, and make small changes in your daily routine. Finally, lesson number 7, how to stay motivated and accountable. Sometimes it can be challenging to stay motivated, especially when life gets overwhelming. Life has a way of throwing many things at us all at once. Maintaining motivation in such situations can indeed be tough. But let me ask you this. What are some specific things that you would like to stay motivated about? Let's say you really want to work on your fitness goals and make progress in your career. It's important for you to keep pushing forward. Setting clear goals is the first step towards staying motivated and accountable. Now let's talk about accountability. How do you hold yourself accountable for following through on your goals? You often can find yourself making excuses or giving up when things get tough, right? It's important to remember that we all face challenges along the way. The key is finding strategies to hold yourself accountable. Have you considered sharing your goals with a friend or family member who can support and encourage you? They can provide the necessary support and be there to hold you accountable when you feel like giving up. By involving others in your journey, you create a support system that keeps you motivated and on track. Another strategy that might help is creating a routine and breaking your goals into smaller, more manageable tasks. By doing this, you set yourself up for success and make your goals feel less overwhelming. It's all about taking small steps that eventually lead to significant achievements. And let's not forget the power of celebrating your progress along the way. Recognize and reward yourself when you reach certain milestones, no matter how small they may seem. It will help you stay motivated and boost your confidence as you continue on your journey. If you found value in today's video, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to ring the notification bell. Drop a comment below sharing one key takeaway from today's video or a specific step you plan to implement in your wealth building journey. Do you have any other tips on building wealth on a tight budget? Your insights might just be the inspiration someone else needs. Thank you for watching. And remember, your financial goals are within reach. And with dedication and smart choices, you're on your way to building the wealth you deserve. Until next time, stay savvy, stay focused, and keep building that wealth.